Should Puraan have even got past, what was it, 52, when he nicked one to Rishabh Pant, and that was not the first that he dropped. Roston Chase, before he had scored. Should we be asking questions of Rishabh Pant again? I know we should be leaving him alone, purely as a keeper now.
This guy will be the most talked about cricketer in India, I guarantee, for the next 5, 7, 8 years to come. And it will continue to happen because he's not the best keeper in the country. He's not. But that's not what he's there for. He's there because he's so talented. He wins you games with the bat, and he is a work in progress behind the stumps. And that's... So my question would be, who's looking after that? Who's teaching him? Who's he seeing? And is he putting the work in? And I hope the answer to those questions are, he's working with Wriddhiman Saha, or he's working with whoever the wicket-keeping coach is, and he's putting hours and hours and hours into it. I'm sure he is, but that's what India are going to have to accept at the moment, because purely and simply he is a match winner, and he will win you games with the bat. And you will see the odd thing with the ball, and it's tough behind the stumps, and they're not easy chances, but the chances that Saha or Dhoni would take, or top quality keepers around the world would take. And that's what I'll say about it, and he will continue to be talked about for years and years.
Is there a case
to make him a pure batsman?
No, two questions, two-part question. One is, does he walk into the team as a pure batsman, and hence you look for somebody else, maybe even a part-time keeper like KL Rahul, or do you even look for a wicket-keeping coach, somebody who can keep an eye on you day in, day out?
Look,
there's enough of people.
BCCI has a coaching staff that can go on and on and on. They can have 3 coach keepers for him to look after him. I'm sure they are also. I mean, that way the BCCI is not going to stint of these little things. It's all a matter of how much he has and whether they can get together and make it with him. See, you make an investment. There, maybe about a year back, there was a great case for saying, let's forget about Pant keeping, let him just bat and let him be a pure batsman. And there's a case for that. But I think that particular ship has now sailed. We've gone a long way down this investment of him as a keeper batsman. So I think we've got to do the best we can at it, and the results are not going to be perfect. Look, face it, with the best of techniques, with all the hard work, he's still not going to be a Wriddhiman Saha, because Wriddhiman Saha has that little extra of being a natural keeper, maybe that he doesn't. Yeah. But he can be a darn good serviceable keeper. But when Wriddhiman Saha drops a catch, you'll say, he's dropped a catch. When Rishabh Pant drops a catch, you're going to say, he's not good enough. And that's something he'll hear on.
And that's the thing about it. He's going to polarise people. You know, he's one of those cricketers. He's a Kevin Peterson. He's a Shane Warne, a Shoaib Akhtar. He will polarise people. There'll be the Rishabh Pant fan club, and there'll be the Rishabh Pant hate club. And you know, it's tough on a young kid like that with so much expected of him and so much pressure put on him at a young age. I think I'd never take the keeping off him, because I don't think he'd cope with it that well as just being a pure batsman. I actually think he needs both facets of the game to feel like he's a part of the game the whole time. So just get him the right help, and he's a work in progress. And you know, by the time the next World Cup comes around, the T20 World Cup, it might just start to sharpen up. The toughest thing to do is keep up to good quality spinners. That's the toughest job. You ask any keeper in the world, the toughest thing to do is stand up to the stumps to quality spin bowlers. Now the catches he puts down generally, I mean, I'm not going to count that one that he just tipped over the bar off the quick bowler. The catches he puts down generally, or the stumpings he misses, are all off the slower bowlers. And that is something you have to work incredibly hard at, and he needs proper coaching, and he will get better.